Hello to all my blessed and beautiful people. My name is Brittany and I am back with another video. And I just want to encourage you today. But before we get started, let me just say that this video is all about being in tune to the voice of God, hearing God clearly. And before we get started, I always have to ask, how are you doing today? Are you blessed? Are you doing well? Or are you having a not so good day? Because, we all have days where, we're up, we're down, and everything in between. And just know that it is okay to not be okay. Just keep praying, just keep pushing. And I will be praying for you too, that things will get better. Because eventually they will. I believe it. And I pray that you believe it for yourself as well. All right, so like I said, this video is all about being in tune to the voice of God. And I made a short about this recently because God is always speaking. Let me just start with that. God is always speaking. And sometimes, people think, it might be a coincidence or, they think, it's deja vu or whatever you want to call it. But I truly believe it is the Holy Spirit leading and guiding us, and I remember when I was younger and I didn't realize, I would say it was deja vu or, a coincidence or something. But I truly believe that everything happens for a reason and that God is in control of all things and he guides us, sometimes out of protection. He's teaching us things. So many things are happening and it's just a part of life that he's just leading us along the way. The other day, and I shared this in a short, but the other day I was getting ready to go walking, and I started getting up early again. So it was around like 6 o'clock in the morning. I was, putting on my sneakers and I was just going to sit my phone at the top of a shelf. And I just felt something in me, which I knew was the Holy Spirit, but you feel a prompting in me like, don't put your phone there, because if you do, it's going to slide behind that big old cabinet, So, of course, if I put it there and it fell, I would be, it would be an inconvenience because the cabinet is pretty big, but I would have been able to get it eventually. But the Lord was just letting me know, don't put it there. So I immediately grabbed my phone to keep it from falling down. And that's just a little minute, thing that, just dropped in my spirit, like grab your phone so it doesn't fall. And like I said, I've had times where I've been in traffic and I was, I felt in my spirit to just turn a certain way. And sometimes you don't always know, why you have that inkling or that prompting from the Holy Spirit to do things a certain way. Sometimes he's setting us up to like bless other people, to encourage someone. He wants you, at a specific time, at a location so that you can, maybe encourage someone or, be a blessing to their day. I know that sometimes I'm not someone that carries cash often, but and I remember seeing like a homeless person and they were asking for money and I'm like, gosh, I never have cash. But I felt, and I wouldn't be like, no, I don't have cash. I'm so sorry. But I just felt in my spirit, like, look behind this certain area in your purse that, you never look at. And I saw that there was a $10 bill. So I was able to bless that person. Now, again, these are little things, but I just know that the Holy Spirit is leading us and guiding us every single day. And it's our job to be intentional, to listening to the voice of God, making yourself available to get quiet, to steal away, to spend time with God so that we, can, be obedient in the moment when God is showing us or guiding us to a particular person or area. Like I said, God is always speaking. And I have so many little instances of, and I'm sure if you look back in your life, you can think of a time like the Lord led you to a different area or a different person or a different way and how it blessed someone or it blessed you or, he set you up for success in some kind of way. He's always talking. He's always, guiding us. And very recently in my area, I'm someone that I never go to the mall. When I say I haven't gone to the mall in so long. I'm someone that likes to online shop, or if I'm going shopping, I'm usually going to like a Ross or Burlington, or just a quick little in and out type of store. Just because I don't know, that's been my preference in years. But every now and then, I had, the desire to maybe go to one store in the mall, and I'll park like really close to that store and just go in and go out. But, recently I ordered something from a store. It was Bath and Body Works. They have their like annual sale, and sometimes I like to get some things. And very recently I like ordered online, and I like to order online, but I get it shipped to the store just because I don't have to pay shipping or anything. So very recently, I believe it was day before yesterday, they told me that my order was in, that it that they received it and I could come pick it up at my convenience, and I had 5 days to do it. So I had a desire in me, it was in the afternoon. I had did everything I needed to do, and I was like, oh, I could just go run by. I was actually at my mom's house, and I was like, I could leave from here and go, quickly by and just grab my order. But I felt, something in me, which I knew was the Holy Spirit, was like, wait till go in the morning. And I was like, you know what? I listened to that voice because I was like, you know what? I don't know why, but I was like, I'm going to just wait to go in the morning. When I say that, just as I started to come to terms with like, okay, I'm just going to go in the morning, I'm not going to go now. I would say in less than 10 minutes, I got like an emergency signal on my phone saying that there was a shooting at the mall. When I say that ain't nobody but God, that ain't nobody but God. Because I like I said, I don't go to the mall at all, but I really wanted my items to make sure they were right, to make sure, see if I needed to make any exchanges or returns. And I just like to get my stuff on time. But when I felt that inkling in me, that prompted in me, from the Holy Spirit to just wait until the morning, I didn't know why, but I was like, okay, I'll just wait until the morning, not knowing that the Lord was protecting me. So I wasn't even in traffic. I wasn't headed that way. And then of all things, a shooting at the mall that I would have been at that time, because it's not far from me. Within that 10 to 15 minutes, I would have been there, and it was all chaos erupting. Now I pray for all those people that were, affected in my area by that shooting. It was not like a mass shooting or anything, but two parties were having a dispute and things got violent. But just to be in that mall of getting the store shut down and people having to stay in place, and just all the chaos that was going on in that time, God was protecting me. And I'm so grateful. So I hope that this encourages you to just listen to that prompting from the Holy Spirit. When he asks you to move. When he asks you to do this or give, or whatever God is leading you to do, that you are obedient. And that is my prayer for myself, that I don't wait, because sometimes you feel that prompting in you, or you're like, should I maybe, we kind of question it a bit. And I'm just like, Lord, let my spirit be so in tune to your voice that when I feel that prompting, when I hear from you, that I immediately come into alignment with your will for my life. I don't have to question it. I don't have to, have a second thought about it. I just immediately obey. And that instant really taught me like, wow, God is always guiding us. He's always speaking. And I could have, quickly just said, no, I'm not going to wait until the morning. I have something else to do. But I felt it in my spirit to wait. And I came into alignment with that. And it was protection for me. So I want you to think of sometimes, what has God been telling you? Is he guiding you to a new area? Is he trying to allow you to open up, or maybe, encourage somebody, or, share your testimony? Or is he wanting you to bless somebody? Is he wanting you to pray for somebody? Whatever God is leading you to do, get intentional about getting still and getting quiet and hearing the voice of God and getting in tune to what he is saying for your life. I pray that that blesses you, and just know that I'm always praying for you, all my blessed and beautiful people, all the people that come to love on me and support me. I really appreciate you. And like I always say, make sure to love on you like only you can love on you. And the only person that can love you more is Jesus Christ himself. Have a blessed day. And I look forward to seeing you next Saturday. And make sure to check out some of the shorts throughout the week. Bye.